how can these people provide leadership if they are perpetually, jetting about from one part of the globe to the other? I know you say President Tinubu is a man you admire a lot. Well, what do you admire in leaders who do not sit at home to do the work?
The presidential job is always a very difficult job to do, and leaders have a lot of commitments internationally, meeting their counterparts all over the world and attending to businesses of the state.
And we don't see leaders in other parts of the world going about, like smallpox all over the world. They sit at home. Yes, they travel to engage in diplomatic relations. But Nigerians are concerned that these are our own leaders. They don't want to sit at home to do the job.
President Tinubu have a right to travel. The vice president have a right to travel. But I know the travelers can be curtailed. I know things are very difficult in Nigeria. Nigerian people are not very happy. It's not the right time to travel.
Are you saying that President Tinubu has done so well that he deserves a second term, given the fact that Nigerians are facing a lot of economic hardship? Are you giving him a pass mark, or there are certain things you think he has done that will not make him eligible for a second term?
No, there's nothing. President Tinubu have done very well in what the IMF want us to, and the World Bank want us to be doing as economic reforms. But in those reforms, Nigerian people have to be alive to face those reforms. And I believe that I cannot contest, because all over the world, you have a presidential candidate, like in America, you have a presidential candidate who is a sitting president, who is very healthy, very competent. It's just that Nigerian people are killing themselves with rumors, with all kinds of things. It's not easy. If you have a demographic or a pictorial context where I live, where I'm living, I've lived here for 32 years, and it's very close to the villa. I've seen all the presidents, and I see how they run. And it's not just an easy job to be president of Nigeria. Tinubu is following and a well-led IMF World Bank program, but Nigerian people believe that the program is not good for them, and Nigerian people are hungry. And if you are hungry, I think we should come to a moderation of that program. We should be able to negotiate with the World Bank, with the IMF, on where to put us up. But otherwise, it's a very difficult thing, because we have never had economists for 60 years, and President Tinubu is trying to put back all the institutions we have to give them face. We have no face in most of the institutions. We have no economy. We just do whatever we like to do. We stand up and do it quickly today. And people will complain, will change. I pity President Tinubu when the World Bank Vice President at the Nigeria Economic Summit said that we need 50 years to get where we're supposed to be. And I feel so sad, because we have to rule people who are alive. Ruben, you know me, I say the truth. You know me, I cannot bend words because I'm Tinubu's friend, or because I've known him for over 35 years. And the truth is that he means well, but Nigerian people are suffering. Are we going to use what the IMF are telling us to go ahead, or we are going to sit down and cook what would be a local economic policy for survival? Those things are left for Nigerians to decide. And that is the truth, Dr. Akpati.
Okay. Many Nigerians say you support President Tinubu during the 2023 general elections.
Sure.
And even now, that you are doing it for survival purposes. That after all, when you had a case, a 7.5 billion case after your tenure ended as governor of Abia State. And, you know, a court first convicted you. That it was under President Tinubu that that case has been dismissed due to a lack of diligent prosecution, incompetent filing of processes, and the EFCC was even prohibited from ever bringing up the case again, all on technical grounds. Well, one good turn deserves another. If a man has been nice to you, his government has been nice to you, is that why you are always saying, well, President Tinubu is good, is the best thing since the invention of toothpaste?
No, Dr. Patti, I think I respect you a lot. I know you very much for a very long time. And you know me, I have a strong character. I had case with EFCC, and I appeared in court every day for 12 years. I never ran away. I wasn't away. I never missed the court sitting. I'm not the kind of people who will not sit in court. But I want to remind you that if you give back people, I don't want to talk about the judiciary because it will be like discussing a case that was in court or is in court or have been treated. All this question of the case were not done under President Tinubu. Let me tell you, I was in court and had 19 witnesses, and none of those witnesses found anything against me. While I was jailed, it's only left to God. And I'm very grateful to God that I went to that jail. He made me to see the bad, the good, and the ugly. And I'm very happy. Mind you, that year, I was supposed to have gone to Wuhan on the 9th of December. And COVID came up in Wuhan. Maybe you could have been singing my funeral song by now. But let me tell you, I'm not even afraid of death. You should know me, Ruben. And I'm not afraid of anybody. I speak the truth. I support my party. I support the president who is president from my party. Ruben, I cannot support you because you are not a presidential candidate and you are not ruling Nigeria. So even in Bible, God said we should pray and support our leaders. And that is exactly what I'm doing. So if you want to be a journalist, Ruben, be a journalist. If you want to be a politician, leave the journalism and come and be politicians like us. I have left a millions of dollars company to come and be in politics. You can behave like me, and you know I'm the largest employer of labor media in Nigeria. I'm the highest employer of labor in media, in factories. Apart from Aliko Dangote, I don't think any other Nigerian employment, Nigerian than I put in manufacturing, in social media, paper media, and other media. So we have a chunk, just in media, your own section, I have like 2,000 workers there. And in other factories, I have like 13 to 14,000 workers in this country. So not even in the sub-region of Africa. So Dr. Patti, please, if you want to be a member of a political party, you come and join APC, or you join properly Labour Party, or you join PDP. So we can know you are a member of a political party. Don't hang under being a journalist and harassing people like me. I will not take it from you.
No, I'm not harassing you.
Not proper. It's insulting. No, you are harassing me because you cannot be continue telling me I took Abia people. None of the money is missing.
No, on the contrary.
They put me in prison for presidential election. It was politically, and you should know that. So if you want to be a politician like me, you should come over.
Well,
you know me. I lived in Lagos with you. I've been in Lagos with you.
Senator.
So it is...
on the contrary.
No. You have to be balanced.
No, I'm just giving you feedback.
These languages. If you want to...
I'm just giving you feedback.
No, not feedback. Why must you talk about that? Is that the state of nation today? That is insulting to get me back.
Okay. Let me put it in context.
No, not let you. Listen, I was governor of Abia, and the Abia people are very happy with me. I'm senator of Abia, and they are very happy with me. And if I go for election in those areas any day, I will win. I have never rigged the election. I have never asked anybody to write the election for me. I have believed in the rules. When I had case, I faced myself to the judiciary. Ask all the judges that try me. I appear in the court. I have opportunity to run away and live outside. I have businesses in West African countries. I have businesses elsewhere. I can be sustained anywhere. But I can never do that because I know that this is our country.
Okay, Senator.
I am an Igbo man to a heart.
Okay, just to put it in perspective.
And I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of anything, anybody. Because for you to tell me I'm supporting President Tinubu because I'm afraid of being tried, it's insulting. He's president of Nigeria. If you don't respect him for anything at all, respect him that he's president of Nigeria.
Okay, Senator.
He did not buy it in the market. He ended it.
Senator, just a follow-up question. You made the point that, look, I mean, you are into businesses, you are, you know, a media mogul, which I know very well, being in the same industry. After all, there was a year you were, you know, quoted by, listed by Forbes International as one of the richest Africans and one of the richest Nigerians, which is why Nigerians are surprised that you will grant an interview and you'll be saying that, you know, the 14 million that you earn as a senator, everything, including everything, is not enough. That is not enough even for you to, you know, go to your constituency. Nigerians are asking, what is that 14 million spent upon? Just to buy fuel? And they say, after all, you have a private jet. Maybe you don't use it again. You fly commercial flight. But even then, 14 million is a lot of money. At a time, Nigerians can't get 70,000 naira minimum wage.
No, Ruben, let me tell you, I heard that you people in Arise discussed that. What I told Sheung of another television, I said that 14 million is too little for my colleagues. Mind you, these are people who have made politics their career. These are people who earn no other income. I'm not talking only about myself. I sit with some of my colleagues who need help from me, who need help from other colleagues, who the 14 million cannot even do to work. I use that 14 million. I can show you, Ruben, I want you to take me on 3 weeks' time. I will provide you an asset banking account where I use that 14 million to pay my staff salary. Out of the 14 million, 9.8 million goes to staff salaries. I will provide it for you. An asset bank will bear witness. I will take an affidavit in the court of competent jurisdiction. So it becomes a legal document. So you can take me to court. So let me tell you, out of 14 million, I pay 9.8 million to salaries of my staff in the constituency and in the office in Abuja. And these are money that provided not only for me to put in my pocket. It's not my money. It's the money of office of a senator representing Abia North. Those money is if my aides are traveling, they need to pay transport from there to go to Abia to the constituency. If my aides are sick, they need to get that money to treat themselves. If I am sick, I have to get from there to treat myself. We need to repair the cars I will use, the committee cars, we need to repair everything that we need to do. And dressing allowance is there. Any allowance you talk is encompassing. This is what I said, and I don't shy away from it. And to my colleagues who are senators, that is not enough for them. That is the truth. Because I sit in the Senate, I interact with my colleagues who are senators. And they talk to me, they talk to others, we talk among ourselves. If you check 14 million naira, which I get and most other people get, it is nothing to people who work, who are not even elected, who are being given so much money for doing nothing. So the 14 million makes sense. I pity Nigerian people because of the solid economic reconstruction we are doing now. We have wiped out the middle class. We have wiped out almost everything. But it will come back. I pity Nigerian people, especially the poor of the poorest. You know me, my foundation, not just a Kalu Foundation, is doing a lot. Not only my constituency, all over. So I I cry when you and your colleagues celebrated me saying 14 million and I become a rogue and a thief. I am happy you say that Fox acclaimed me as a billionaire, and Fox cannot rate me now because I'm in politics. They were rating me from 2007 to 2019. If I'm out of politics now, and mind you, Ruben, I'm the only politician in sub-Saharan Africa, if not indeed Africa, that Forbes have rated as a billionaire. There's no other politician, no other person in politics they will rate, because they know I have verifiable businesses in banking and shipping and all the rest of them, and manufacturing.
Okay, Senator, I know that you once called for a part-time legislature for Nigeria. And your argument then was that you were proposing that to save, to reduce the cost of governance. So your critics, after, some of the recent statements they made, they are saying that, isn't this a case of contradiction? A senator who says we should reduce the cost of governance by making the legislative work part-time is now saying the money that legislators get is not enough. How do you justify that? How do you clarify that?
I still call for legislators to be part-time, and whether you like it or not, whenever I'm saying if you want to pay your legislator, you pay your legislators so they can do the job. I'm telling you, 14 million for you to pay to the legislators. I said it to another channel that is not your television, that is insufficient to my colleagues. And I stand by what I've told you. Because they buy petrol, they pay electricity bill in their houses, they pay their workers, they have workers as I have, they pay all the bills. Nobody buys our tickets wherever you go. I use private jets, yes, but do my colleagues use private jet? The answer is no. They fly the commercial plane. If they are going with 3/8, they are going with anybody, they have to pay for it. So this is what we are saying, Ruben. And I know that Nigerian people are in deep hunger and economic crisis. We cannot worship two gods. It's either we face what we have. I pity the poor of the poorest, honestly, to my heart, to my mind. This is the truth. And I still believe that Nigerian legislators should be part-time. So there's no contradiction in what I'm saying. But the question is that did the money you pay them is enough? The answer is no. So I don't want you journalists to be making noise about these things, because you journalists are taking legislators for a ride. I'm a legislator. And I employ 14,000, 15,000 Nigerians. 2,000 are in your profession. So I don't know why anybody should insult me. It is not good. When I'm speaking, most of you should listen, because what I speak is the truth. I'm not a stooge to anybody. I'm not a housekeeper to anybody. I speak to the truth. I speak to Nigerians to tell them the truth. If they want the truth, they can hear it from me. I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of anybody doing anything to me. Like you just say, I'm supporting Tinubu because I have a 7-point-something billion. I had 19 witnesses, and nobody said I did anything. They just put me in jail because of 2003 election, and I give glory to God. I have no regrets in going to jail. It makes me a better person, if you don't know. Because I have seen the best, the worst, and the odd you can see in life. There's nothing more to see. And it makes me to be a more reasonable person. So don't use it as a brag friend. Tinubu is my personal friend, apart from being president of Nigeria. I've known him for many years, and nothing can come in between us. So I'm not afraid of anything. And you say he used his position to tell the judges to throw away my case. It's not true. It's not a statement of fact. Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, and there's independence between the judiciary. I've told another station that Nigerian judiciary is one of the strongest judiciary you have in Africa. I have business, I have banks and insurance companies all over Africa. And I know the kind of judgments that have been given against us. And I know no Nigerian judge. You can see the improvement in judiciary, in the Court of Appeal, Supreme Courts are there. Only the courts in the hinterland that we are having problems with. I'm sure the new Chief Justice of Nigeria will find a way to make the justices in the hinterland to wake up and stop giving conflicting judgments.
This is why we must put a check on the excesses of the Nigerian police, particularly during elections in Nigeria. We can't put a check on their excesses during elections within the ambience or the confines of the law. There are ways to do it. In Rivers State, during the Rivers LG elections, there are reports that police came in about 21 vans, Hilux vans, and disrupted elections in some places. In fact, firing tear gas into voters who were running for their lives, and even arresting some of the RISIEC officials. Now, when the state spokesperson of the Nigerian police force was asked to comment on this, the spokesperson said they are not aware. Usually when these kind of things happen, because people will usually run for their lives when they hear gunshots and when they see police and firing tear gases, nobody will be available to show or to record, in terms of video, these things happening, particularly because they usually will not expect it. And in many cases, even those who are brave enough to even use their phones to do recording, even journalists, are harassed and their recording of phones seized from them. So usually you will not find any evidence, video evidence of this. If there is, it's very rare. Usually the kind of videos you will find are videos that are taken after the effect or after the fact or before. You won't see any hard evidence. There are ways we can curb these excesses of the Nigerian police. What the Nigerian police is doing in Rivers State today, is it what a police force should be doing? Is it within the confines of the law? Are they carrying out their constitutional duties? Are they doing what they are doing in respect of the Constitution of Nigeria? Can the Nigerian police, under the command of the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, Tinubu, can the Nigerian police be said to be respecting the rule of law?